What you said about New Zealand is right. We have about 1 million people or more in New Zealand who are not actually citizens. So, country of about 5 million people, 1 million are not citizens. Permanent residents in New Zealand can actually vote in some situations. We're a bit of an outlier as a country in that respect. Most countries, only citizens can vote. It's easier to vote in local elections if you're a resident than general elections, but under some situations, you can vote in general elections in New Zealand as well. I think we need to review this. Citizenship and residence are two different types of a thing. Citizenship really implies you have a greater sort of ownership stake in the nation. And I think that that ought to be sort of preserved and honoured by ensuring that the voting decision lies largely with the citizens. So we really need to think about whether we have our electoral laws as tight as possible. We saw recently that the Papatoetoe board election was sort of rigged or overthrown, and I wonder how much the voting of non-citizens counted in that result. That would have been part of that, probably. So, yeah, something for our politicians and others to think about there. And the problem's only going to get worse. We've got these ethnic lobbies, spying on New Zealanders, collecting intelligence. It's a small step from there to trying to influence politics, influencing the results of elections. The SIS has told us that these ethnic diasporas are vectors for foreign influence over our elections. So the problems as the immigration, as the demographic change continues, these problems are only going to intensify. So I think it's better to get on top of any potential election problems sooner rather than later, because these problems are only going to get worse from here, in all likelihood.